it's a magical kingdom in a mixed up world. You're in the sweet spot, baby. You're in the sweet spot, girl. You're in the sweet spot, darling. It's a magical kingdom in a mixed up world. You're in the sweet spot, baby. You're in the sweet spot, girl. You're in the sweet spot, darling. It's a magical kingdom in a mixed up world. It's a magical kingdom in a mixed up world. It's a magical kingdom in a mixed up world.
Okay, welcome to the Disneyland Resort current events leading up to August 5th, 2022. How you doing, Ken?
I'm doing all right, Lynn. I'm so happy to bring the updates on what's been happening, and I want to remind people who are listening that if they want to join in on a chat with us sometime, we about once a month, we have our Patreon subscribers, our supporters, who can join us once a month when we record these. So, but yes, let us get into what has happened up until August 5th.
But before that, I wanted to mention for maybe new listeners that are just coming, they just find this podcast and this is your first episode you're discovering. We do our current events now every other week, and this is the week that current events came out. Next week will be our main topic episode, and it will be episode 340, and so on. So we do have main topic episodes where we talk to authors and Disney historians and former cast members, Imagineers, just a variety of different people, and a lot of history. So don't miss those. This is just our current event. I don't want to say just to downplay it, but this is our current events episode, and it's separate.
We keep you up to date on what's happening at Disneyland. Mm-hmm. And the reason why you might want to hear it from us is because we are two former Disneyland cast members. Yeah. And we've are longtime fans before and after that. So we bring a perspective as people who worked in Disneyland Park and in the trenches. So, that's why you might want to get this information from us.
All right.
So, all of these will be available on our website at thesweepspot.com. All these current event show notes, so you can click through and read the entire story if you'd like. Okay, so shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, the first story we have is the return of the Submarine Voyage at Disneyland. And Laughing Place covered that with full video and pictures and everything like that. And as they pointed out, after sitting dormant for literal years, the subs of the Finding Nemo submarine Voyage have surfaced once again and are now taking passengers deep into the big blue of the Tomorrowland Submarine Lagoon at Disneyland once again. Having been closed since the parks of the Disneyland Resort closed due to the global COVID-19 pandemic back in March of 2020, the Finding Nemo submarine Voyage did not open when Disneyland Park reopened in 2021. The attraction's close quarters and confined spaces, combined with the lengthy journey to the underwater volcano, likely made this attraction a low priority to reopen under the strict guidelines at the time the park reopened. And so, of course, what they did is they took the opportunity to refurbish it, and it's hard keeping an attraction that's constantly in the water and in the sunlight up to standards. So they worked on doing that. So that's back. The subs are back. That's a great thing. And
it's interesting that the whole time that I worked in Custodio at Disneyland, the subs were down. Not the whole time, but I'd say for a month it was open. Because my start date was August 8th, 1998. And I think it closed September, like, 8th or something around then.
Wow.
And it was closed the whole time. And the last thing I did, like, one of the perks, that we had was the cast preview for the Finding Nemo submarines, and that was the last thing I did before I left. So it was really interesting. So I didn't ever have it running when I was working there that whole time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That is really funny. I can remember going on the last ride of the classic Submarine Voyage, but didn't know what was going to happen to it. Right. And they brought it back.
Yeah.
Well, you may be sweltering if you're listening to this when it was released, in the summertime. But Disneyland is already planning for the winter holidays with Christmas trees, parades, Santa, and more. And so Brady McDonald reported in the Orange County Register that the winter holiday season returns to Disneyland, DCA, Downtown Disney, and the 3 Disney Resort hotels from November 11th through January 8th. So Disney it's already prepping and making plans and letting people know what they're doing. And, Costco stores, by the way, are laughing at Disney because, Costco's been ready for Christmas for probably a month by now. The World of Color, Seasons of Light, Nighttime Spectacular returns to DCA. The Viva Navidad Street Party will also be in DCA. So, and over on the Disneyland side, it says, back again for another holiday run are a Christmas fantasy parade with marching toy soldiers, dancing gingerbread cookies, and Santa, and the Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks. So that'll be great. And Tomorrowland Terrace will host a nightly holiday dance party with the Disney characters. Yeah, Lynn, are you ready? Do you have all your Christmas shopping done?
I'm ready. I always love going to Disneyland, being there, when we worked there and going there now. During this time period, it's just something special. I mean, it's like Disneyland is already magical, right? And then when you put this on top of it, it's like
it's extra magic.
Extra magical, yeah.
It's super magic. It's yes. Well, the Disney Parks official blog has their take on all that. So if you want to go there and read everything and read all their disclaimers at the bottom, then you can go ahead and do that too. And MiceChat.com has that covered. Dusty Sage has something up. So Disneyland holidays begin here. Your guide to the 2022 holiday magic. So if you click through with that and you bookmark it, I'm sure they'll update it as necessary, and you can, know everything you need to know about the holidays at Disneyland Resort this year. So get ready, folks. It'll be here before you know it. Now, you may have been wondering what was happening over there at Downtown Disney. And as reported by Brady McDonald in the Orange County Register, Zoms versus Poms dance party brings horde of quote-unquote zombies fans to Downtown Disney. Now, I've read that headline and I'm just out of the loop, but because of the story, I'm kind of back into the loop. A horde of singing and dancing fans of Disney's zombie movies. I didn't know Disney had zombie movies until I read this.
I didn't either.
Will descend on Downtown Disney this weekend. Of course, this is back on July 29th, so it's past tense. For a Walking Dead party that celebrates the latest edition in the Disney Channel film series. See, if you were watching the Disney Channel, you would know, Lynn. The Zomb Beats Bash Dance Party runs Friday, July 29th through Sunday, July 31st at 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and 4 p.m. daily on the Downtown Disney Live stage. And now, it's already passed, so why am I bringing this up? So in case you were wondering what the heck was, if you were there and wondering what the heck was going on, that's why. So it featured music from Zombies, Zombies 2, and Zombies 3, the latest installment in the Disney Channel films. I'm impressed by the creativity of those titles. Zombies, Zombies 2, and Zombies 3. The 20-minute Downtown Disney show lets fans of the films sing along to their favorite songs and try out their best zombie dance moves during the DJ-hosted event. Zombie costumes are encouraged as long as they adhere to Disneyland's costume policy. The dance party is timed to the release of Zombies 3 that returns to the now monster-friendly Seabrook, the Seabrook, which is, the name of a city, I guess, where an international cheerleading competition draws a team of intergalactic aliens who may be looking for more than the championship trophy. Wow, aliens, zombies, But hey, this is another reason I included this, because if you're over at Walt Disney World and you download our podcasts as soon as they come out and listen, please be advised that Zombies Bash moves to the Disney Springs Outdoor Shopping Mall August 5th through the 14th. So it's going on as we record.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're down at Disney World, I just know you can't wait to go see Zombies Bash. Now, LaughingPlace.com also covered that, and is that one of your favorite movie series there, Lynn?
I think it is.
Yeah. Jeez. Hey, Laughing Place also reported that Disneyland extends elements of Celebrate Soulfully through Labor Day, and Disneyland has confirmed that Tale of the Lion King has an open-ended run and will continue beyond Celebrate Soulfully. So Celebrate Soulfully is extended, and Tale of the Lion King will be beyond that. And here's what's happening. The Disneyland Resort Celebrate Soulfully event was originally scheduled to end on Friday, September 2nd. In a Disney Parks blog post highlighting summer activities at the resort, it was revealed that elements of the event have been extended through Monday, September 5th, which is Labor Day. So here's what's going to run through September 5th. Nightly live entertainment on the Hollywood Backlot stage in DCA, featuring rotating genres that include doo-wop, Motown, funk, and reggae. Philly Phonics daily performances at the Carthay Circle stage. The Soul of Jazz, an American adventure exhibit in downtown Disney, celebrating the history of jazz with characters from Pixar's Soul. Black-owned food trucks near the downtown Disney live stage from 3 p.m. to close, including Bread's Nashville Hot Chicken and Happy Ice. Wow. Some elements of Celebrate Soulfully will still discontinue just before Labor Day weekend, particularly special menu items and award wieners. So, yeah. So there's still time, folks, to celebrate soulfully. Now, as always, MiceChat.com had some updates. And here's one from Brian Pinsky from July 25th. It's called Disneyland Update Submarines Dive as Pass Holders Wait to Resubscribe. And as he starts it out here, welcome back to the Disneyland Resort. Today we take you to liquid space as the Finding Nemo submarine voyage returns from its long refurbishment. Additionally, we'll take a look at Magic Key renewals, explore the latest construction and refurbishments, plus a whole lot more. So, as he continues, as you read this very article, the Nautical Exploration and Marine Observation Institute, which is NEMO, has begun research expeditions again from the Tomorrowland dock through liquid space to explore an erupting undersea volcano. The Finding Nemo submarine voyage returns after being closed for nearly 2.5 years. So again, if you want to see pictures and video, or pictures, MiceChat's loaded with pictures. There is an update from Liliana Parker from August 1st, and that is Disneyland Update Summer Flare and Halloween Scare. So, they talk about the preparations for the Halloween season, and how the Men's Political Parade is supposed to be going away. We'll see.
Right. It's interesting.
We'll see if that actually happens.
You had mentioned
yes.
The MiceChat article about pass holders wait to resubscribe. That's kind of the big news right now. Everyone's
that is pretty big news right now. Yes,
waiting to see what's going to happen with the annual pass program. I know it's not called annual pass, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone's waiting. I mean, D23. So it's interesting because what was it, August 25th or something like that was the date last year that they went on sale. So everyone's passes, like people that want to come for D23 that are maybe annual pass holders that bought them on that first day or around then, and then want to, they can't get any dates after that, so they can't, plan ahead, and that's only about 5 weeks away. So.
Yeah.
Just really bizarre, and there's there's rumors, and people take screenshots of their chat that they had with a cast member that said it. They're gonna find out this week, and that was a month ago. So I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the wait is. People say it's the lawsuit, and then I read articles saying that it's not even gonna go to court until next year sometime. So. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a big mystery as we're recording anyway. It's a big mystery. Maybe, who knows, a few days later, maybe in a few days we'll hear something more, but that's people are waiting with bated breath, and what's happening, and they want to know, and there's a lot of uncertainty. Mm-hmm. You talk about people there's people out there who have had a pass, whether it's an annual pass or a magic key, since the 1980s.
Yeah.
The late 80s or whatever, or the mid 80s. And, granted, there was the lockdowns, the park was closed, but they've had a pass all this time, and it's like, what's happening? Am I gonna be without a pass?
Yeah, there was that 4 months. I think it was about 4 months where there wasn't passes available. When the parks reopened was at April 29th or something like that, and then or 30th or somewhere in there, and then they didn't have the passes till the end of August. So some people are trying to take advantage of buying like a 5-day pass, and then a 5-day ticket, and then doing it, spacing it out to try as much as they can doing that. But yeah, it's just I'm sure hopefully by the next time we record our current events we will have some news.
Yeah, it'd be good to know what's happening. Do you have any rehab information?
I do.
Okay.
As always, Tarzan's Treehouse, no return. That's kind of went out of the. Remember that was a hot topic. People are talking about that. What's going to happen, And now it's just kind of fading away. It's kind of making me suspicious if it's even going to return to anything,
Yeah.
Then we have Matterhorn bobsleds. I don't know. I didn't write a date. They go down. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Oh.
But anyways, they're going down soon. And I think was it August 15th? I thought it was. Anyways, and there's no return date because I've looked ahead at the calendar, into September as far as the calendar. They have the calendar on their app, and it There's no return date, so I imagine it will be back before the holidays. That's my, maybe even around in October sometime or November. Matterhorn does seem like it's an older. I mean, there's a lot of older attractions in Disneyland, but that's one of the older ones that takes some of the most abuse, with water and just the high speed,
It's old and I mean, it's been. I don't know if there's any original material left in that thing. It's been rebuilt so many times, piece by piece. So
Band-Aid by Band-Aid. The Haunted Mansion, August 15th is going down, but it's returning September 2nd as Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Right.
And that's going to be... that's going to be opening September 2nd, and it probably will stay that way until usually it's about second week in January, something around in there. So it's a good, 4 months of not the original. So. And I'm sure there's lots of people that travel that always come in the fall or...
if you make your trip pretty much the same time every year, it's like, well, if it's during that time, you never see the original, That's...
And I do love the holiday one. But,
yes.
Monsters Inc. Attraction at California Adventures going down also on August 15th.
Oh no.
There's a return date.
They might as well not even operate the park without that one.
But there's a return date. I when it went down, there was none, and everyone's like, uh-oh. But you know what? That attraction, believe it or not, it's one of my favorites over there. And it always has like a 30, 45-minute wait. And it has a fast or lightning light, whatever, for it. So it is returning, though, September 3rd. And then last, Redwood Creek Challenge Trail will return. It's down, and will return August 20th. Yeah. So I imagine that some of that is preparation for... they use that as one of the...
for Oogie Boogie Bash?
Yeah.
Or the Oogly Boogly Bash.
I've never been to that, but I heard good things about it. So
yeah.
That's all I have, Ken.
Well, this is the place to be to get all the latest on what's happening. We'll release these episodes every couple of weeks so that you can catch up on what's happening. But you can't keep up on everything at all Disney destinations. It's just not possible unless it's your job. And there's people who have that as their job. And it's Concierge. It's our good friends at Concierge. They are our magical vacation planning partners. They keep up to date on what's happening at Disney destinations because that's what they do. They book your Disney getaway vacations. And so I would not plan another Disney getaway vacation without Concierge. And I've sent my own mother to them, and you can check them out for yourself. It's CONCIEARS.com. They're our magical vacation planning partners. And whether it's Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney's Aulani in Hawaii, the Disney Cruise Line, Adventures by Disney, wherever you want to go, contact Concierge. And they're going to do the heavy lifting for you, and they can get you some reservations. They know the changes, and they're so important to us that Lynn is working for Concierge. So that's how much we, that came after they became our travel planning partners. So we believe in them, and if you go to concierge.com. Start planning your getaway vacation. Book with Concierge, and when you book with them, when you book a package, like you're going to go down the cruise line for a week, or the theme park tickets and hotel stay. When you book a package with them, tell them that the Sweet Spot sent you, and they will give you a special gift, all right? So that's concierge.com. Book with them. Now, what we're going to have is Eric from Concierge bringing us the D180.
Hello everyone, this is Eric Johnson with Concierge and welcome to the D180. While Ken and Lynn cover all things Disneyland, in the D180 we take a spin around the rest of the Disney universe, and we do it in 180 seconds. Let's jump right in. We start our journey in Walt Disney World, where the Boardwalk Resort continues its renovations. The Boardwalk Bakery is moving out to make way for the Boardwalk Deli. The bakery has always been a decent location for a snack and a refill of your resort mug, but Disney is looking to offer some heartier options going forward. The deli will be themed after, well, the rest of the resort, with its roots in the boardwalks of New York and the Jersey Shore. Breakfast features bagels with plenty of schmear and breakfast sandwiches with plenty of, bagel. So bagel sandwiches is what I'm getting at here, pretty much. Lunch and dinner head to familiar options with giant sub sandwiches, a ridiculously large Reuben, and a plant-based muffaletta sandwich packed with so many hearty vegetables Disney swears you will think it's made of meat. Sticking to the classics, the deli will feature fresh cannoli, scones, and crumb cake. They plan to bring back old favorites too, with the bakery's famous danishes, cookies, and cupcakes. It's great to see a new restaurant here at Boardwalk, especially if it has a little more space than the old bakery. No word yet on what will happen to Hugh G. Croissant, the fictitious proprietor of the original bakery. No respect for Hugh. No respect. Returning to the Grand Floridian Resort is Victoria and Albert's. This is the premier dining experience at Walt Disney World, and its return brings significant prestige back to the resort. This is the only AAA 5-diamond and Forbes 5-star restaurant in Florida. We're talking the best of the best at a Disney resort. Here, the highest tier chefs craft their cuisines and pastries to create an ever-shifting experience. The menu rarely stays the same for long as Disney sources the world's most sought-after ingredients for unique flavor experiences. Pair your meal with the help of expert sommeliers, selecting cocktails, wines, and zero-proof creations to make the most of that meal. Be prepared. A dinner at Victoria and Albert's is an intense experience requiring formal wear and a full wallet. Or an empty credit card, that's fine too. Meals have always commanded a high price point, especially at the extra exclusive chef's table. They only do one seating per night, folks. Add in a full wine or zero-proof pairing flight and expect to pay even more. But hey, you're on vacation. Let us help you get those reservations set up too while you're at it. While we're relaxed and on vacation, let's head over to Hawaii, where Aulani Resort's signature dining experience is also set to reopen. We don't have a ton of detail yet, including a specific date, but Ama Ama will likely open back up this fall with some extra embellishments. The new decor will tie in this lavish resort with themes from the resort's history, the Hawaiian Islands themselves, and even the fish that gave the restaurant its name. Ama Ama rests a bit elevated above the beach with incredible views of the Pacific during the setting sun. Paired with this view is a menu full of local ingredients and flair. Unique cocktails, a vast wine menu, and sumptuous desserts ensure a lavish experience at the end of your day on Oahu. Let's hope you're staying local too. Disney's Aulani Resort has deals going through most of the remaining year. Take 25% off rooms for a 4-night stay and 30% off of rooms for 5 or more nights. This applies to most nights from late August through December. Contact one of our concierges today for the full details on which nights and rooms apply. And that's 180 seconds. I hope you enjoyed our quick spin around the rest of the Disney universe. If you would like to learn more about these Disney adventures or just have a few questions, please come on over. Visit the social media and websites of both the Sweep Spot and us, their official travel planners, concierges. We look forward to planning something special for you and your family. I'm Eric Johnson, and this has been your D180.
Great. Thanks. Thanks for listening, and we check out our website for the show notes for this episode.
TheSweepSpot.com. TheSweepSpot.com. Let people know we're here. You want to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. We have our next main topic episode is going to be who, Lynn?
It's going to be the one, the only, Jim Korkis.
Jim Korkis. All right. Now, that's always a great show. It's going to be good, and that'll be out about a week after this show came out. So subscribe at places like Apple Podcasts so that you don't miss any episodes. Subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends that we're here. Come to thesweepspot.com where you can find all the information you need to, and also links to our books. We do have 2 books. And Lynn, before we can't close the show without mentioning we're going to be at
D23
Expo. That's right. D22 Expo was so great. We're going to be at D23 Expo. All right. D23 Expo. We're going to be selling our books there. So come on by. Now D23 Expo is in September 2022, folks. Mm-hmm. So that's next month as we're recording this. So come by, buy the books there, bring copies you've already bought. We'll autograph those too. But it's even better if you buy the copies that we have there.
Yeah.
We'll autograph them, pose for pictures. Yeah.
We will have a special, we'll be selling something that's special. It's just a limited edition of our second audiobook, our second book on audio. And we will have that for sale at D23 Expo for you to purchase. A hard, comes in a little case and everything. It's nice. And we'll even sign that for you, which was kind of fun last time we did that for the first book. And we also have the first book also for sale.
Yes.
There too. The audio book. It's a little USB drive. You can take it with you. I tried it out. I put it in my car, and it just comes right up.
Nice.
And it starts playing. You could do that, or you could, put on your computer and, sell it to your friend. No, you can do whatever you want, but it's a limited time. If we have any left over from D23, then we'll put them on the website when we get home. But yeah, come out and see us. We're really looking forward to it.
All right. So don't forget, folks, subscribe because next episode is Jim Korkis. But we'll do these current events episodes every 2 weeks to keep you up to date on what's happening now.